Good morning, it's Dr. Rohde. Before we delve into the hormones, I wanted to bring up some points that are really important for you to start to consider about improving your health before you get your hormones measured, so you have some idea exactly what might be interfering with those. Most of us don't think about products that we use every day in our lives that can affect our hormone levels, and we call them hormone disruptors or interrupters, if you want to call them that. And many of those are in common products that we use every day. And I want you to think about what all you have available in your life that you're putting on or into your body that might be affecting your hormone levels, and just changing some of those around may be a simple thing to start to improve the function of the hormone levels in your body. So one example I like to make, as a guy, we're pretty simple. Most of us can shower or bathe with a bar of hand soap. Women, on the other hand, are a little more complex, and you guys use special shampoos, hair conditioners, and then after you get out of the shower, you have products that you put on your hair, so when you're blow drying it, it doesn't damage your hair. And then after you get done with your hair, you might put on skin conditioner or moisturizer, you might put on some makeup. And so before you leave your house, you might have applied a dozen chemicals on your body that you're not even aware of. Things like fingernail polish, even the hair coloring or hair dye products that you use fall into that category, and all of those chemicals can be hormone disruptors or interrupters. And so I want you to think about starting to use more organic products. Really perfect example of that, and I have a couple of props here. This is a product, a cute bottle, that, you know, on the back it says dermatologist tested. Well, just because it says something doesn't mean that it actually is, and maybe they did have a dermatologist test it and she liked how it felt on her skin. And it smelled nice because it's from a major store in a mall. But when you look at the ingredients, this has propylparabens in them, and parabens are one of the hormone disruptors. They've actually been linked to an increased risk of cancer. So I want you to think about reading ingredients on your labels. This also has a number of things in it I can hardly pronounce. And I've had some training in chemistry, and so you want to think about more natural ones. This is something really simple. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but you know, when you read the ingredients on this, there are more natural products in these, and you don't have the hormone disruptors in them. Another thing that I see very commonly, think about all the plastic bottles we use. Not only is this hard on the environment to make the bottles, but then how do you dispose of them? And recycling, of course, is a good thing. But what I want to worry about is the plasticizers. And you think about plastic as soft and flexible for water bottles, milk bottles, and that sort of thing. And BPA, this bottle happens to say BPA free on it. I don't know if we can see that or not. But Bisphenol A is one of the plasticizers that's been used forever in soda bottles, milk bottles, and that. And it keeps the plastic soft. Unfortunately, that leaches into the water, and it literally can disrupt your hormone levels. Perfect example of that, there's a large trade store here in town, and I won't mention any names. The windows on the front of the store face south, so they get a lot of sun exposure. And when you walk in the door, they frequently have large stacks of water bottles in that entryway. And it's hot in that entryway, and the sun is shining on it. So you're literally helping those plasticizers enter the water, and then when you drink the water, you're obviously putting those into your body. So you really want to start to look at those. Ingredients in soda are another issue. If you think of Mountain Dew as one of my favorite examples, it has brominated vegetable oil. Bromine is a chemical which on the periodic chart, if anybody wants to look that up, is in the same column or category as chlorine. Chlorine and bromine are literally thyroid hormone disruptors, and they can actually interfere with your thyroid function. And so not only are you getting the whammy of the high fructose corn sweetener in the soda, you're also getting the brominated vegetable oil, which is literally affecting thyroid function, which affects weight, which affects energy. And so really starting to look at products that you have in your home, whether they're for cleaning, whether they're for eating, for drinking, all of those start to affect hormone levels in the body. And I really encourage you to start thinking about more green and more organic products and reading the labels. It really is a helpful place to start to improve your health. And I think that will help you get a leg up on figuring out what's going on when you're having issues with weight and hormone imbalance for other things like fatigue, sleep problems, hot flashes, sexual dysfunction. So more to follow on the individual hormones. Thanks for joining us, and look forward to seeing you on the next video.